I believe when the founders said we should have equality, what they meant was equality of treatment, that each one of us is made in the image of God. We should get the same justice. I should get the same justice as a billionaire, as a poor person when I stand before a trial court.
At the beginning of your speech, you mentioned that you were more personal freedom than equality, in a manner of speaking, I'm sure. And I, of course, agree with that to some extent. But then it seemed as I was listening to your speech, when it seemed like your argument against fake news was that we needed more equality in the opinions in news, which I don't think is a bad thing. But when you say at first you're more freedom than equality, how would you justify that?
A perfectly good question. I'm for, when I believe when the founders said we should have equality, what they meant was equality of treatment, that each one of us is made in the image of God. We should get the same justice. I should get the same justice as a billionaire, as a poor person when I stand before a trial court. That's the ideal. Obviously, it doesn't happen. We all know that, but that's the ideal. That's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for people being all the same in the eyes of the law. That's the equality. The equality I'm not for is what's called equality of outcomes, where everybody winds up in the same place, because that's just not going to happen. I mean, they talk about privilege and people talk about this privilege and that privilege. And I always say, well, you know, LeBron James was born with, like, I can't hit a basketball shot for the life of me. And I would love to be an NBA basketball star. He has LeBron privilege. Everybody has something, right, that they can use. I just think that the kind of equality the left wants requires oppression to achieve. It requires oppression for a brilliant guy to not be as successful and as rich as a not brilliant guy. And it's not fair, but that's life, you know. So that's the kind of equality I'm talking about. I certainly believe that when you're trying to tell the truth, you should try to tell the truth, you know. And we disagree. I disagreed with that guy who was just up here, but that's not a sin. It's not a sin for he and I to see things differently.